So for those who have been subscribed to the channel for a while, have probably noticed that I've unboxed every OnePlus phone that has come out to date, but never reviewed them. Well, today I decided I'm going to change that. My name is CHP Technologies, and this is the OnePlus Family Review. Let's begin with the phone that started it all, the OnePlus One. The OnePlus One created a big uproar in the tech community, and for good reason. It had top-of-the-line specs, Snapdragon 801, 3GB of RAM, 13MP camera, and a 3000 mAh battery for a very affordable $350. Hence the self-proclaimed title of flagship killer. But was it really the flagship killer of 2014? Actually, yeah. The OnePlus One actually replaced my iPhone 6 Plus for quite a while. It had a great feel in the hand with the sandstone back cover, great battery life with a 3000 mAh battery, and it took some pretty good pictures. Basically everything a flagship could do 2 years ago, this thing could do just as good, if not better, with a far lower price tag. And if you decide to pick one up today, the specs hold up very well and this phone functions without any problems. You can pick up a OnePlus One for yourself on OnePlus's website for $300 unlocked and off contract. I'm no longer the owner of the OnePlus One anymore though, as I handed it down to my girlfriend when I got the latest OnePlus flagship, the OnePlus 2. The OnePlus 2 had some pretty big shoes to fill after the large amounts of attention the company gained after the success with the One. So what improved? Well, they kept a few things the same, like the 5.5-inch 1080p screen and the 13MP camera, but there were quite a few improvements as well. The 801 got swapped out for the 810 version 2.0, so no overheating issues. There's an extra gig of RAM totaling 4 gigs, a 3300 mAh battery, a fingerprint scanner, and a metal frame compared to the all-plastic construction of the OnePlus One. With those improvements, you'd think the OnePlus 2 easily beat its predecessor, and to be honest, it only did it by a small margin in my opinion. The build quality was definitely a welcome improvement along with the fingerprint scanner, but the battery life, despite adding an extra 300 mAh, was still roughly the same. I would usually get between 2.5 to 3 hours on the 2, and the same thing goes for the One. However, the OnePlus 2 was the first phone I had with 4GB of RAM, and combined with Snapdragon 810, it just screamed through everything without any issues. You can pick up the OnePlus 2 invite free for only $50 more than the OnePlus One, coming in at $350. Now maybe you're a person who doesn't need the highest specs, or you don't have a huge budget but still want a decent phone. Well, that's where OnePlus's latest release comes in. This is the OnePlus X. Think of it as a much more premium and more affordable OnePlus One, as the specs inside are almost identical. There's the same Snapdragon 801 with 3GB of RAM. Instead of a 5.5-inch IPS display, it's a 5-inch AMOLED display. There's still the same 13MP camera, but the way the body is built is completely different. Instead of the sandstone backing and plastic build, you'll find glass on the front and back and a metal frame with a series of microcuts, so you'll be able to have just as good as grip that the sandstone back provided. There's also a 2525 mAh battery compared to the 3000 in the OnePlus One. The OnePlus X isn't meant to really beat either the OnePlus One or the OnePlus 2. It's meant to be OnePlus's budget offering, even though the prices for both the One and the 2 are very competitive on their own. But the fact that OnePlus decided to come out with a second device during 2015 to light a fire in the budget market is definitely something that is more than welcome. I'd say because of the OnePlus X, we have devices like the Honor 5X and other great budget options in the market today. So in the end, what's my review of these OnePlus phones? Well, to be honest, they're all amazing phones. It just depends on what you feel like spending. Do you want to spend $300, get 64GB of internal storage, 3GB of RAM, and a back that makes your phone nearly undroppable? Or maybe you want to spend $50 more and get 4GB of RAM, the same 64GB of storage, larger battery, and a fairly improved build quality. Perhaps you want an all-around good phone that has a great build, expandable storage, and runs just as good, if not far better, than those in its price range. No matter what, you're going to get a fantastic phone, despite how much you spend. So that's really it. That concludes my OnePlus family review. If there's anything I didn't answer that you'd like to have answered, then leave a comment or get a hold of me on Twitter and I'll see if I can help you decide which OnePlus device to get for yourself. That's going to do it for me in this video, guys. There will of course be links to each of these devices down in the description below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Now, maybe you're a person who doesn't need the highest specs, or you don't have a huge budget but still want a decent phone. Well, that's where the OnePlus's latest release comes. No. That's going to do it for me in this video, guys. There will of course be links for each of these devices down in the description below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh my f***ing god. No. That's going to do it for me in this video, guys. There will of course be links to each of the...
Did you have fun?
With what? I'm still not done. And she's f***ing squeaking and smacking her tail against your shit. I will stab you. You're the one nagging me about my f***ing laziness, and now you're impeding my progress.
I'm not. What?
Look what you f***ing did. I'm not done.
I'll take it. Oh, jeez. Come on. To the front yard. Yeah.
My f***ing god.